Hey everybody, Dean Kulawira, IT recruiter at SRA Staffing. Hope everybody's having a great start to the week. Just wanted to do a very quick job search video tip. And just like the title says, look, always prepare for the unexpected. The unexpected can happen at any time. Everybody's heard of what's that thing called? Murphy's Law. If something bad's gonna happen, or if something inconvenient's gonna happen, or something bad's gonna happen, it's gonna happen exactly when you don't want it to happen. So anyway, so how does that apply to your job search? Look, there could be a whole possibility of reasons, and I'm not telling you this to make you feel even more anxious or nervous than you already are, before your interview or your job search or some meeting that you're having with the hiring authority. But just so that you go in prepared, right? And at least you go in with the flexibility to adapt to certain changing or altered situations. So what could be some factors that you need to prepare for? Look, it could be your commute, maybe your travel. If you're using public transport, if you're here in Toronto, you already know public transport is just full of surprises, right? Especially when you need to get somewhere really bad. So consider that into your travel time, your commute to the interview or the meeting or whatever the case. What else could it be? Maybe you didn't consider that maybe you have a phone interview and you didn't consider that the location in your apartment or your house does not have a very good signal, and they're trying to call you and they can't reach you, or you can't reach them, or whatever the case. Maybe the people maybe you were told you're supposed to be meeting a certain person or people at the interview, and you show up to the interview and surprise, there's a whole bunch of other people that you didn't know you were going to meet with. By the way, that's happened to me, and it's not a lot of fun, especially when you prepare questions that are completely irrelevant and have no appeal to the person you're meeting with. So my point in this is adapt. You have to adapt. So no matter what these situations are, you have to be able to adapt. You have to be able to think fast. You have to be able to be creative, right? Now, in the case of travel and commute and phone signals and stuff like that, that stuff, I mean, it's pretty straightforward how you handle that. Like in terms of the commute, leave a little bit early, right? So leave so that you arrive in the neighborhood or the area, considering any slowdowns and whatever, construction, roadblocks, weather, that allow you to still arrive there at least half an hour early. Now that doesn't mean you check into the interview half an hour early, but you know what I'm saying. Like you're in the area half an hour early. Now, in the case of the other unpredictable stuff, like at the interview itself, maybe you're meeting with someone who you didn't know you'd be meeting with at the interview. So for that kind of stuff, like you have to have, first of all, you have to have good knowledge of the opportunity that you're interviewing for, right? So what's the role? What's the position? What problem are they trying to solve? Why do they need to hire someone for this position? Et cetera, et cetera. And secondly, you gotta be an expert on yourself. Now that might seem very obvious. You say, Dean, what kind of a piece of advice is that? Of course I know about myself. Look, what I'm saying is basically make sure you review and refresh yourself on your resume, your previous projects, and be able to talk about yourself and each and every aspect of your resume, right? Every bullet point, everything someone could possibly ask. And in the case of meeting with people who you didn't expect you'd be meeting with, maybe you were told you're going to meet with the IT manager or whoever it is, and you do meet with them, but then suddenly, surprise, they want you to meet with their boss, who's the VP or the CTO or whoever it is. Now, obviously, for those level managers or executives, you probably might ask a whole set of other questions. So this is where you might have to be able to think on your feet and really think fast, and understand that you probably shouldn't be asking the list of questions you've been prepared to write down, which might have been more related to daily responsibilities and all the tactical stuff. Whereas you might talk more about company vision and long-term goals for the company, that kind of thing, with someone higher up the corporate ladder, right? So be prepared for all those things, like all these things. I'm not trying to freak you out. I'm not trying to make you even more anxious or nervous. What I'm saying is it's better to go in prepared, anticipating that there might be certain, basically assume that things might not go exactly the way they're supposed to go, and leave some space and some breathing room and some flexibility for you to adapt, pivot, and just change your strategy, right on the dot, right on the spot, if things happen to be a bit different than what you expected. So that's my job search advice for today. Be prepared for the unexpected, expect the unexpected, and if you expect the unexpected, you won't be that surprised or that much in a bad situation, because you're already mentally prepared for that. So keep that in mind. If you have a phone interview, if you have an in-person interview, just keep in mind what might I have to adapt to, what might I have to be flexible with, that kind of thing. So that's my job search advice. Hope everybody's having a great start to the week, and you're hammering away in your job search. If there's any particular topics you want me to cover, do let me know. Don't hesitate in letting me know. And again, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Dean Coulibairo. I'm an IT recruiter. If you're an IT professional here in Toronto, Canada, don't hesitate in reaching out to me and connecting with me. If we're not connected already, you can reach me on my office line Monday to Friday, 416-296-1772, extension 2036. And even if you're not in IT, even if you're not in Toronto, I post regular job search tips and advice, practical advice that all of you can benefit from. But definitely, if you're an IT professional, I should be able to help you at some point in your career. So so do be sure to connect with me, and hope to help you at some point in the future. Thanks so much for watching, and be sure to like, comment, and share. And appreciate you watching. Have a good day. Bye.